You're listening to a Frequency Podcast Network production.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Welcome to Thursday. My name is Brock.
I'm Dalby.
It's been a very exciting week here in my household. I mean, have the big engagement announcement on Monday. The Leafs get the number one pick in the draft lottery.
Wow, we're putting those on the same level. Okay.
And I'm very proud to announce that my boy, my dog Silas, he's officially a model now.
He's taken after his old man.
He got selected to be Mr. July for a dog calendar.
Mr. July for a dog from who? What's the dog calendar?
So I was on Instagram, I don't know, maybe like a month ago, and I'm just scrolling, right? And I see, it was basically an ad that was like, send photos of your dogs to be in the 2027 dog calendar, blah, blah, blah. I was like, why the hell not? So we have a photo from around Halloween. Courtney had bought like a little Pugsley outfit for Silas. So one of those dog costumes where they've got the little arms sticking out, so when they walk they look really stupid and silly.
Love it. Yeah, it's a great picture.
So I'm sitting there yesterday at home and I get this text message that says, congratulations, Silas has been selected to be Mr. July in the Paw Print 2027 calendar.
Wait, you sent a picture of your dog in a Halloween costume and they made it Mr. July?
Makes no sense, right?
That's weird.
The dog that got picked for October, it's a photo of a dog in the snow, so none of it makes any sense.
I mean, November, December, January, February, snow pictures got other spots to go in.
But we were just happy for the boy.
Sure. You know what? You're right. I'm being picky. He made the calendar.
Here's the kicker. In the text, it says, thank you so much for contributing, Brock. As a way of saying thank you, we'd like to offer you a private link to get 30% off your own calendar. I have to pay for the calendar. What the hell is that?
So they say, if you want your dog in the calendar, submit here. You submit a photo. They choose the photo. They are now selling calendars with your dog in it to make money. And you don't get one free calendar?
I still have to pay $30.
Wait, is that after the discount?
That's after the friggin' discount.
What is going on here?
I get 30% off a calendar, or if I order a 4-pack, I get 50% off.
Wow. Half off. And who doesn't need 4 of the same calendar?
What a freaking scam. They're asking people to send in photos of their dogs and then you still have to pay for it?
This is amazing. This is like when schools send kids out to do all their fundraising, bottle drives and stuff like that.
Pretty much, right?
Except it's your dog in a calendar.
So I was going to come on here today and be like, everybody go to Paw Print and buy my dog's calendar.
Right, yeah, this could have been a really cool thing where everybody could have had Silas on their wall.
You know what I say? Shame on you, Paw Print. That's fraud, man.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
But apparently, I'm not the only one whose dog is in the calendar. I got Mr. July. We've got Bobby on the phone. Bobby, your dog is also in this calendar as well?
First of all, I have a question for you, Brock.
Yeah.
Brock, okay, how can your beautiful dog be in July when my beautiful dog is in July? Okay, that's my spot, buddy. All right.
So they're just making like multiple calendars and sending them to multiple people?
Yeah, I think that everybody wins. And they send you the calendar, and then they hope that you're rich enough to pay $30 for a friggin' calendar with your dog on it.
I think you guys may actually be giving them too much credit. If they're messaging everybody back and being like, your dog's July, and your dog's July, and your dog's July, there might not be any calendars. It might just
be a big
be
scam.
Send us $30 and your calendar is quote unquote in the mail.
Man, I was so excited when I got that text yesterday. I was like, no way, my boy's a model.
Yeah.
So was I, dude. I was like, I showed my wife and my kids, and like, oh, that's so cool.
Oh, it's tough with the kids now because the kids are going to be waiting for that calendar. You're going to have to go to like Staples and get one made with your dog now.
No, my kids know that I won't be purchasing a calendar. They respect money or as cheap as I am.
This is a life lesson for the kids not to fall for anything on the internet.
No.
You know what? That's what that is right there.
That's right. That's right. Well, make sure you buy one. I'll sell you one of my calendars for half off because I might get a 4-pack.
Oh, with that 50% discount they're offering you?
That's right, buddy. I was choked too. I'm like, wait, I have to buy a calendar? Should I get a free one if my dog is in it?
That's what I was saying.
At least one.
Yeah, man. I gotta go, boys. I gotta go to work, unfortunately.
Go make
now
that
I have
calendar
to work an
money,
extra hour
brother.
today to buy a calendar.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
We just watched the craziest and stupidest video of all time of a French man who's going viral for pulling a French police car with his wiener and setting himself on fire.
Yeah, and at the same time, to be clear, these were not two separate incidents. He is toe strapped basically to what appears to be a police car, set on fire, and then starts walking backwards.
It's impressive and disturbing at the same time. Apparently, he was trying to raise awareness for men's health issues, for more guys to get prostate exams.
See, which is funny because I would have assumed that this was like a mental health thing because he needs to be checked.
The video is absolutely crazy. I mean, it looks like he's got like a scarf or something tied to a rope, tied to his junk.
Yeah.
And he starts pulling a literal police car.
Right.
Allegedly 131 feet.
Can I say, I don't mean to cast aspersions on what this man has done, but I used to watch a lot of World's Strongest Man at like 2 in the morning on TSN.
Sure.
He gets that police car going a little too easy considering what he's using to pull it.
Not an issue at all. I mean, maybe our bits are stronger than we thought, or at least, I mean,
His. I don't know about mine.
God bless any woman that's in this guy's life if that's the power he's got down there.
Balls of steel over here.
Now, the biggest thing is, I mean, obviously, it's very strange that he wanted to pull a car with his wang.
Yeah.
But it's the whole setting himself on fire.
It's a next level for sure.
Just a little added flair. TMZ did an interview with him, and here's the reason why he did the little extra fire on top.
Somebody in another country's already pulled a car with their penis. So I thought, right, well, what I can do then is try and put something on top of that to be a world's first. So I Googled it to see if anybody's ever done it while they're on fire.
Oh, my God.
And it turns out that they haven't. So that's what we did.
When asked if it hurt, he said, I won't lie, it did hurt quite a bit.
Can't feel great. That's not what its intended purpose is for.
And I mean, hey, I'm an advocate for spreading awareness for mental health stuff.
Absolutely.
Every guy should get a prostate exam when they're supposed to.
100%.
But if you watch the video, there's only like 3 people there watching it, and it looks like one of them is maybe his wife or his girlfriend, who's the one who like throws water on him to get the fire off.
Which also, like, this man is on fire, and their solution was she just had like a bin of water. That was it, like a tub, like a little tub of water. If that didn't put it out, they did not appear to have a backup plan.
And at not one point during the video does he look and go, get a prostate exam.
Yeah, that's right. At least with the ice bucket challenge, people would talk about ALS.
It almost just sounds like he was looking for an excuse to light himself on fire and pull a car with his wiener.
Why did you pull a car with your penis? Men's health.
Yeah.
Men's health. Yeah, that's why.
Yeah. I pulled so you could get a finger,
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
It's been about 3 months since in the UK they began requiring stronger age checks for kids online.
Yeah,
with
still,
things like social media and whatnot.
They're still talking about like maybe bringing that to Canada and stuff like that. I don't feel like it's working.
So here's the interesting thing. I guess a lot of kids have found a workaround because they basically have like a facial recognition software to get on certain websites like a Facebook or an Instagram.
Yeah, like you have to go on camera to access to like prove you're an adult.
Kids have just started drawing on fake mustaches and have apparently been able to get past these security systems.
Just with like a marker, a Sharpie on a little mustache, and you're on TikTok.
Even crazier, according to some new information, 17% of parents in the UK have admitted to actively helping their kids bypass these security protocols so they can get on social media.
Dude, when I was a kid, there was a guy in my class who was like, yeah, my dad's pretty cool. Anytime I ask, he'll buy me a 6-pack of beer. And it's really weird to think that 40 years later, Like, yeah, my mom's pretty cool. She logs into TikTok for me.
Dude, you want to go over to Dalby's house? I heard his mom will sign us into Facebook. We always go to Dalby's house just so we can go on Instagram.
He's got that good internet over there, and his mom's pretty cool.
There's one kid that only has friends because their mom is logging them into Snapchat.
He's got the good filters.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Here's a new term that you're probably going to start to hear more often. Blue dot fever. Do you know what that means?
Sorry, blue dot fever.
Blue dot fever is when there are too many unsold seats for an artist's tour.
Oh, like the little Ticketmaster dots. Oh, okay.
I saw this trending online yesterday because there's a huge influx of artists who have had to either cancel their tour dates due to way too many unsold tickets or changing venues because, well, on Ticketmaster, if you look, there's just too many blue dots.
I love that this is becoming a thing that people are calling out because you and I have called this out numerous times on this show over the last few years where some nostalgia act, I think Gene Simmons had this not long ago, where like they'll announce some big thing and you're like, oh, okay. And then the prices are just crazy high. And then all of a sudden, wouldn't you know it, something always just seems to come up where it's like, I had to cancel the shows, not for any specific reason.
I mean, we even saw it with the Black Keys last year where they were supposed to play all these arenas in Canada. And then like after a month, they're like, you know what? We just want to play more small, intimate shows. And it's no disrespect to the Black Keys, but I think there's a lot of bands that are playing arenas and stadiums that have no business doing that, man.
And the prices are so high in this economy with gas rapidly approaching $2 a liter in places. I don't have $300 to go see Post Malone do country songs.
Post Malone is actually one of the artists that has had to do some of this stuff.
Yup.
Even Dolly Parton, having like a residency in Las Vegas, has had to cancel shows because of the blue dot fever.
See, but here's the thing, because I was looking at the Dolly Parton stuff, and she's like in her 80s and has some actual medical issues. And now it's like, you can't tell who's actually canceling because they're sick.
Good point.
And who's canceling because no one's buying their tickets. Like, is Dolly Parton not a draw anymore? Or is she just legitimately medically ill? And it sucks that we have to ask that question now.
It's a great excuse either way to get out of canceling shows.
My favorite one that I've seen that now that I think about it must be Blue Dot Fever is, you remember Meghan Trainor, the All About That Bass girl?
All about that bass.
She was going to do a big North American arena tour. And then she pulled the trigger because she's like, you know, I just had a baby. I don't know if I've got time for this. And everybody was like, did you not know you were having a baby when you booked the show?
When you planned all of this? Yeah. I do think it stems from just the economy right now. People can't afford to go to concerts.
It's too expensive.
I don't know how many times we've talked about, how expensive it is, the dynamic pricing stuff.
Yeah.
Ticketmaster has just really bent us over a lot the past couple of years.
Even
People
the
can't afford to
travel.
go to shows.
Even the travel. If the show is if the show is across town, it's too expensive to get to these days.
I honestly think this is a good protest. If there is a tour coming up that you want to go to and the tickets are too expensive, don't buy the tickets.
Right. Let them blue dot fever until they can bring the prices down.
Especially here in Ontario, the resale thing has happened, right? Where people can't resell it for even more. So I think if we protest, maybe, just maybe, we'll start getting cheaper concert tickets.
Yeah, in the meantime, go see a local act. Go see a local performer at a local venue. You're getting way bigger bang for your buck.
Or if you want to listen to that artist, go in the garage, crank the tunes, buy a case of beer. It's way cheaper than driving to Toronto or Montreal to go see a concert for $500.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Star Wars week continues here on the show.
Best week.
We've got $100 in Lotto 649 tickets to give away for Saturday's jackpot here.
Yeah, man. We are doing yet another Star Wars impression. And Brock said it earlier. This is one that people were like, how are you doing Star Wars week? And this wasn't like the first one that you did.
We're looking for lightsaber impressions. But you also need to give us Luke Skywalker getting his arm cut off. All right, so we need a little lightsaber action, and then we need you to get your hand cut off, okay?
That's all we're asking for. Just get your hand cut off on the radio. That's it.
If you are not one of our lightsabers, that does make you a judge, so 762-555, please. Judge accordingly.
Yes.
We'll go to the text line here. Here's the first one. I believe this is Landon.
It's Landon, and this is my impression of a lightsaber. Zoom, 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 zoom. Ah!
It's a very French lightsaber.
Isn't that ham? That's Jean. Yeah.
Zhom, zhom, zhom. Okay, well, that's the French lightsaber. Let's see what else we got here. We do have Ed from the county.
Hey guys, here we go. Happy Thursday. Oh man. Whoa, 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 whoa.
What that was, that's me when the dog looks like it's about to throw up on the carpet. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And then he does it and you,
I was getting big Charlie Brown parent vibes. Kind of it. Okay, let's
Thanks,
see what
Ed.
else we got here. We do have John.
This is John. This is my impression.
Okay, first
good
actual like
scream.
lightsaber sound.
Yeah, had that sort of that hollowy kind of sound and then a good scream.
Okay, we'll do a couple more here.
Okay.
I believe this one's Al.
It's good. Had like the sabers like starting up and then a couple of clashes. Good yell. I like that one too.
It was almost what I think I sound like in slow motion. You know, when I'm drunk.
Yeah.
All right, final one here from Kelly.
I mean, a good death scream, but was that just a kazoo?
It was a mix of kazoo, kind of like when your phone vibrates on the table, and almost like a saw at the same time.
It felt like, actually, now listening to it again, it felt like watching a nature documentary where a monkey discovers something.
All right, who are we gonna pick for the winner? 762-555. I feel like John and Al actually did the best impression.
I wish Al's was a little longer because it's pretty quick, but that's the one that gave me the most like lightsaber vibes.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? It had the atmosphere if he'd have just done a little more.
What are the people saying, Dolby?
Let's see here. Just tally it up. Oh, John. I think you got to say John.
All right,
Yeah,
we'll
there's
give it to John.
big chunks of
Ding,
John votes.
And a round of applause to John there.
Had the best.
This is John. This is my impression.
You had some good sabers and you had some good screams. John, I feel like, and I think the voters are saying the same thing, had the best like mix of the two.
Yeah, although I will say I want to give a big shout out to Landon because now I want to know if there's a Quebecois version of Star Wars.
This is the Brock and Delby podcast.
You know, they say if you want something done, you got to do it yourself. Montreal apparently has a big pothole problem. I know, shocking. Maybe the only city in Canada that
Like
has this.
every other place in Canada? Yeah.
So there's a local dude named Saad Tekiaut. I may be pronouncing that wrong, but he lost a tire in a pothole driving in Laval, and he kind of snapped, but in a good way. So he does like landscaping and paving and that sort of thing. Like that's his job. He owns a business.
Yeah.
So he went back to the pothole that got him and paved it over, put in a patch that he says should last about 2 years.
Nice.
Which will give the city time to like get out and put in a real
A
solution.
true hero.
And then got addicted to the good feeling of people telling him that he was like doing good for the community and like good for you. Says since then he's done 100 more potholes.
Yo, this guy's like a pothole vigilante.
That's basically it. And complete with the vigilante stigma, he's been posting on Instagram talking about like, I'm doing this. And if you see a pothole, leave it in the comments.
it.
I'll come out and find
I love
it.
this guy.
The mayor of Montreal dropped into his comments and told him to knock it off.
Really?
It is illegal. And at least in the vicinity of Montreal, punishable by a fine of between $500 and $1,000 because it's meddling with infrastructure.
I mean, sure, but he's also like doing what the city should be doing for free for them.
That's sort of the thing that like where I stand on. Like, I get it in that you can't just have everybody doing whatever they want. And you don't know, he seems like he's a professional, but you don't know if everybody has the know-how to do it right.
He's a modern day Batman is what he is. We should be celebrating this guy, not telling him to stop. What do you mean?
So the good news is, the story does have a good news twist, is he recently posted a picture. He got an email from the mayor, the very same woman, saying, okay, why don't we have a meeting? When are you free? Let's talk about this. So either she's looking to bring him on board and start something, or it's an ambush and he's going down.
Dude, I hope it goes the Batman angle. Like, you know, where Batman got tight with, what is it, Detective Gordon? They can start like flashing a light in the sky for him.
The pothole signal. It's just a bent axle in the sky.
This guy just pulls up in his truck. The true hero. You know, a round of applause for this guy.
Honestly. And like, sometimes that's just what you get in life. Is like, you can sit around waiting for someone else to fix your problem, or you can grab yourself and get out there and do it.
Well, you remember there was that guy a couple of years ago, it was in the UK somewhere, where he just started spray painting wieners around potholes so that the city would have to go clean it up because they couldn't just have a junk lying around on the street, no pun intended.
Yeah, it was you making use of the local public indecency laws that when they went out to clean up the spray paint, they were like, well, while we're here, I guess we'll patch this pothole. And then he started making bigger and bigger ones over bigger and bigger potholes. That was awesome. I love seeing people who are just like, I'm going to take care of this myself.
I'm not going to do it, but I hope one of those two stories inspires someone in this city today.
Someone preferably along my commute to and from home.
Yes.
Just putting that out there.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
We were talking about the pothole vigilante in Montreal. Apparently, this guy has actually started a GoFundMe just in case for the fines that he might get.
Well, the fines, and it looks like he's also mentions here in the thing that he's like the costs, because he's done 100 potholes out of his own pocket, right? So now he's kind of saying like, hey, if you believe in the cause, you know, and you want to kick me some money. There's actually a local business dude on this list here. James Awad has donated $5,000.
Damn.
I assume James has some pothole problems in his neighborhood.
I think this is awesome, but it's also crazy that our taxpayer dollars are supposed to go to fixing the roads, and that you have to add on a GoFundMe for this guy to do it.
That's just it. Like,
ridiculous.
Already feel like we've paid for the pothole repair. Probably shouldn't have to go on GoFundMe to pay for it again. But you know, do what you got to do.
We do got Carrie on the line now. Carrie, you were very excited after hearing about this pothole vigilante because you are a pothole vigilante yourself. Could you share the story?
I've actually planted a flower in one and left it, and it was like that for weeks. And and it would just water itself because it was a big pot. So and eventually it just I don't know if it died or someone took it out, but eventually that pothole got clean.
Hey, someone did come and fill it?
Yeah, so I don't know if you know the county very well, Prince Edward County, but 49 highway is really bad, and there's lots of little streets with lots of potholes, and people like to do little funny things to get the work done, right?
I love that so much.
Yeah, because we're all going to lose our tires and axles. At the very least, we should have pretty flowers to look at while we're calling CAA.
What's that saying? Stop and smell the roses sometimes, you know? Honestly, you know what I might start doing is I might start collecting all my dog poop and just throwing them into potholes. maybe it'll work the same way, you know?
Got to get filled one way or the other.
If we got to deal with this crap, someone's got to deal with that.
Exactly.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Retail Council of Canada is calling grocery store theft a national crisis right now, with apparently grocery stores seeing a loss of approaching around $10 billion annually.
10 with a B, billion dollars annually in loss, which, you might be thinking to yourself, like, wow, that's a lot. That's crazy. The Canadians are stealing $10 billion worth of groceries. But I do feel like it is worth noting every grocery store is still posting record-breaking profits.
Oh, yeah, you're not wrong.
In spite of being robbed for $10 billion, they're still somehow setting records.
I do want to clarify that my man is not trying to say eat the rich or anything, but even according to this study from the Retail Council of Canada, they say that this is obviously driven from a mix of economic pressure and increasingly organized retail crime.
Yeah.
I mean, we've talked about the stories of like in Windsor with all the beef that was stolen,
Right.
or the whipped cream or the butter and all that crazy stuff. But then also the second biggest thing being the self-checkout is still one of the most dangerous things.
Dude, the grocery store that I go to on a regular basis now has no less than 3 people milling about the self-checkout, and they're just like, I honest to God felt like I was being profiled yesterday buying groceries.
Yeah.
I'm standing at the self-checkout, I'm scanning everything in, and this woman is just in full grocery store uniform glaring at me. And I'm like, all right, lady, listen, you gotta back off. Maybe if you opened a second till, I wouldn't have to be here.
I feel like people aren't stealing as much from the self-checkout as they used to, but I feel like people are lying more. Like, I catch myself sometimes where I have like tomatoes and I'm, they let you punch what tomatoes you're scaling up.
Yeah,
you know?
maybe these organic heirloom tomatoes are just regular Roma tomatoes today. Who knows how they identify?
I don't feel like the bread price fixing scheme was figured out, so I'm doing it with tomatoes, you know?
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Send us a text, 762-555. Ask us all of your questions, anything you want, to 762-555.
Call him Brock Arati over here with this opera voice.
First question in here says, what do you think gets said more often in the world? Counting down from specifically 10 to 1 or counting up from 1 to 10? And only those numbers, so counting up to 12 doesn't count for the latter. Because obviously we count to 10 a lot, but then you think of countdowns and bomb timers and movies and such.
I like that they reference 12, because as soon as you said counting, my brain, as a child who was born in the 80s, went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Yeah.
But I feel like we count down more than we count up.
You think so?
Especially if it's specifically 1 to 10, because like if you're counting things, then you're counting up. But how often does it land on exactly 10 things?
Yeah, but I feel like I don't count down other than like on New Year's Eve.
Yeah, but I mean, even once a year, I bet is more times than you've counted exactly 1 to 10.
No, because I'm bad at math, so the amount of times on my fingers, I'm like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm on a level with you, man.
I do respect your level of honesty and openness.
And I know I'm not the only one who does that. What's another one we got in here? Someone said, I'm going gray in the beard. Should I dye it or just let it flow?
Don't dye it. A dyed beard looks
You got to just accept it, man.
so bad. And the other thing is listen, you've noticed that you're going gray in the beard. I guarantee you're the last to know.
And I feel like, ladies, tell me if I'm wrong, I think there's a lot of ladies who dig the salt and pepper, you know?
No, honestly, I've got the one streak down just off the side of my chin here that's gone full white.
Sure.
Mallory loves it. She has pointed it out a few times and she likes it.
Dude, even I'll say this, if you try and do the touch of gray or anything like that,
Yeah.
it really overpowers it. And you said people already notice.
They're gonna you think that you're going to get to it before they catch on. And then you're going to walk in with your newly dyed beard that's probably going to look weird because you tried to do it yourself and you don't know what you're doing. And everybody at work's going to pretend they didn't notice and then meet up later and be like, did you see the beard on that guy?
Yeah, hair dye is basically like a boob job for men, you know?
Yeah, unless you're doing something with a professional, just don't do it.
Someone said, if your life had a theme song, what would it be?
Oh, what was that Malcolm in the Middle theme song? Life is unfair.
I've become so numb. Honestly, like Tub Thumping by Chumbawamba would be pretty good.
Yeah, I get knocked down, but I get up again.
Yeah.
You know, for anybody that's in like a fresh relationship, like I feel like I could do the Proclaimers, the I Would Walk 500 Miles song right now.
Based on a lot of people that I've met that listen to this show, Afro Man's Because I Got High would be their theme song.
That would probably, although for a lot of people that listen to the show, it would just be shut up. you know?
Yeah. All right, final one here. Someone said, What is the greatest shot of all time?
Oh, I mean, there are so many different options to try and narrow it down to just one. Like, the first thing that comes to my head is probably like Bobby Orr scoring and then sailing through the air, or like, dude, the Kawhi Leonard
I'm
shot
gonna
from.
stop you for a second.
What?
When I said shot,
Yeah.
you were thinking sports?
Well, yeah.
I was thinking booze.
Oh.
I don't know what they meant now. I don't know if they're going sports or booze.
This is how you can tell I've really let up on the drinking over the last few years. I was like, man, basketball is some crazy shots in history, like off the rim and stuff.
This is your brain on drugs. You know what? I'll give you two answers. Golden goal, Sidney Crosby.
Sure,
and
yeah.
tequila, because I hate shots. And if we're going to do a shot, just get it over with.
You know what? I'm not a big fan, but there is something ritualistic about a shared shot of scotch out of a really fancy bottle, preferably paid for by somebody else.
And you know what? There's something so beautifully innocent that your mind immediately went to sports. And I love you for that, man.
Thanks, man.
Want to be a part of the podcast?
Leave a message on the Bad Line.
The Bad Line is the answering machine for the Brock and Dalby Show.
To get the number, text the word BAD to 762-555.
Thanks for listening to the Brock and Dalby podcast.